Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be studying the chapter number 4 of business studies, which is planning. So till now, we have studied the principles of management, and from this chapter, we'll be studying the functions of management. So planning is the first function of management. Now, starting with meaning of planning. Now, what is planning? See, in small businesses, big businesses, profit business or non-profit organization, each type of organization requires planning. The businessman has to think about the future. He has to make the prediction in future, and also he has to achieve the targets. So to decide what to do, how to do, when to do, they do planning. So बिजनेसमैन क्या करते हैं, फ्यूचर की जो टारगेट सेट कर लेते हैं और उस टारगेट को अचीव करने के लिए एडवांस में ही सारी प्लानिंग कर देते हैं कि हमें क्या करना है, कैसे हमें टारगेट अचीव करने हैं और कौन ये टारगेट अचीव करेगा. So basically planning means it can be defined as thinking in advance what is to be done, when it is to be done, how it is to be done, and by whom it should be done. In simple words, we can say planning basically bridges the gap between where we are standing today and where we want to reach. So where we are standing today is the present position, and where we want to reach is future situation. Now, planning also involves setting up of objectives and targets and deciding in advance the appropriate course of action to achieve these objectives. Planning एक और चीज इन्वॉल्व करता है. क्या करता है? प्लानिंग एडवांस में ही टारगेट को सेट करता है और उस टारगेट को अचीव करने के लिए एप्रोप्रिएट कोर्स ऑफ एक्शंस लिए जाते हैं बाय द मैनेजमेंट. Moving on to the features, natures or characteristic of planning. So the first feature of planning is planning contributes to objective. So planning starts with the determination of objectives. We cannot think of planning in the absence of objective. So planning के लिए it is necessary to set the objective. Without setting objective, planning is not possible. So after setting the objective, planning decides the methods, procedures, and steps to be taken to achieve the set objective. So it is necessary that in planning, objectives are to be set in advance. Now the second feature is planning is primary function of management. As planning is the primary function or first function to be performed by every manager, no other function can be executed by manager without performing the planning function. Now, why planning is considered as primary function? Because objectives are set up in planning function and all the other functions are dependent on objective only. That is why planning is considered as primary function. Next feature of planning is pervasive. Now, planning is pervasive means planning is required at all levels of management and in all types of organization. So planning function is not restricted to top level management only, but the planning is done by the managers at all level. The top level managers basically makes the major plans and they formulate the policies for the organization. Middle level managers makes the plan for their respective department, and lower level management makes the plan to support the overall objective of the organization. So this is how planning is pervasive. Next is planning is futuristic or forward looking. Planning always means looking ahead, or planning is a futuristic function. Planning is never done for the past. As we know, managers makes the prediction for future. So this prediction is made on the basis of their past experience. That is why planning is futuristic, because it is always done for future prediction. Next feature is planning is a continuous function. Now, planning is a never-ending or continuous process because after making plans also, one has to be in touch with the changes in changing environment. So, how planning is a continuous process? As after making plans also, the manager keeps on changing the plan according to the changing environment or requirement of the company. So that is why planning is a continuous function. Next is Planning involves decision making. Planning function is needed only when different alternatives are available and we have to select the most suitable alternative. So basically, in planning, the managers evaluate various appropriate alternatives, and after evaluating the various alternatives, the managers choose only appropriate alternative. Also, so in planning, the choices are necessary. Planning is impossible without choices. Also, if there is only one alternative available, then there is no need of planning. Now, the last feature of planning is planning is a mental exercise. Now, how planning is a mental exercise? As planning is a mental process which requires higher thinking. As we know, manager has to make future predictions or assumptions, and to make such predictions, managers require to scan the environment properly. So this activity requires high level of intelligence. Secondly, in planning, various alternatives are evaluated and the most suitable is selected, which again requires higher level of intelligence. So on this basis, we can say planning is an intellectual process. Moving on to the next topic, which is importance or significance of planning. So the first importance of planning is planning provides direction. So as we know, in planning, the objectives are set in advance and the future course of action is predetermined. So planning provides direction to the efforts of employees. It makes clear to the employees what work has to be done and how it is to be done. So employees knows in advance that what work they have to do and in which direction. But in the absence of planning, the employee will work in different direction, due to which the organizational objective cannot be achieved. So planning provides direction to unite the efforts of the employees. That is why it leads to unity of direction. Next importance is planning reduces the risk of uncertainties. So planning helps the manager to face the uncertainties. As we know, managers make the prediction or they make the assumption of future, and by making the assumption for future, they have to scan the environment, and it is also based on the past experience of the manager. So in this way, planning reduces the risk of uncertainties. Next importance of planning is planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. So the organizational plans are made keeping in mind the requirement of the departments, and the departmental plans are derived from the main organizational plan. As a result, there is a coordination between the different departments. So the workers, managers and non-managers will work in a integrated way. So as there is a clear indication in planning what work has to be done and who will do that work, so the same work will not be done by two or more people, which helps in reducing the overlapping and wasteful activities. So in this way, planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. Fourth importance is planning promotes innovative ideas. So as we know, in planning, the manager has to make future assumption on the basis of their past experience and by scanning the environment. So planning process forces the manager to think differently, as he has to make the future assumption by scanning the environment, and this makes the manager innovative and creative. So we can say that planning promotes the innovative ideas. Next importance is planning facilitates decision making. So planning helps the managers to take various decisions, as in planning goals are set in advance and predictions are made in future. So these goals and predictions helps the manager to take fast decision. And the last importance is planning establishes standard for controlling. Now, what is controlling? Controlling means comparison between the actual output with the planned output. And if there is a variation between the both, then finding out the reasons for such deviation and taking measures to match the planned output with the actual output. So in this way, planning establishes the standard for controlling. Now, next topic is limitations of planning. So the first limitation is planning leads to rigidity. So once the plans are made to decide the future course of action, it becomes difficult for the manager to make the changes in plan. As a result, with the changing environment, the manager will have to follow the pre-decided plan, which does not bring the positive results for the organization. So in this way, planning leads to rigidity. Second is planning may not work in dynamic environment. See, as we know, business work in a dynamic environment. Dynamic environment means where the environment changes frequently. Environmental changes can be political change, legal change, technological change, social change, etc. So it is very difficult to forecast these future changes, and planning becomes impossible when there is a continuous or frequent change in the environment. So planning may not work in dynamic environment. Next limitation is it reduces creativity. So with the planning, the managers of the organization start working rigidly. They become the blind follower of plan only. They do not take any initiative to make the changes in plan according to the changing environment. So this reduces the creativity of managers. Fourth limitation is planning involves huge cost. As we know, planning is an intellectual process. So the company will need to hire the professional expert for this process. So along with the salary to the expert, the company have to spend a lot of money and time for collecting the facts also. So in this way, planning involves huge cost. Next limitation is it is a time consuming process. As we know, planning is impossible when there are no choices. So the manager has to evaluate each alternative, many alternatives, and then they have to select the most appropriate alternative to achieve the objectives of organization. So it takes a very long time. That is why it is a time consuming process. And the last limitation is planning does not give guarantee success. The plan which have brought success in past may fail in future. So it is not necessary that the last year successful plan will be successful for this year also. So planning does not give guaranteed successes. So in this session, we have learned what is planning, features of planning, importance and limitations of planning. In the next session, we'll continue with some other topic. That's all for today. Thank you.